Slaugenhaupt. I am from a town of about 1,000 people. It's way north of here. It's a town about this big. We're a farming and mining community from way above here. Clarion, it's teeny tiny. I'm from a little itty bitty rural area north of that. So I really want to convey, first of all, why we're here. So we're here today because this matters, right? Does anybody disagree with that? No? All right. So this matters. TEDxYouth Pittsburgh today matters. The Youth Regional Service Celebration Day today matters. This is why we're here. So we are the young people of Pittsburgh that are coming together today to do something because we care. Kara cares, and Catherine cares, and the speakers after me care. This is why we're here. This is what makes change happen. Right here, in this room. These people today, the people next to you, people behind you, people in front of you, this is what makes change happen here in Pittsburgh, where we are. So why am I here? This is my town. I'm serious. This is, there's a lot of little tiny gas stations and auto mechanics all over the place, and a lot of cornfields, a lot of cows, a lot of trailer parks, a lot of drugs, a lot of poverty, not a lot of people. The majority of people in this town are living below the poverty line. The majority of 1,000 people, it's not that many, are living below the poverty line in this town. Okay? So, I have done a lot of work, especially in recent years. I've gotten into high school, worked with some people, and been able to do some things to kind of expand beyond where I'm from. So there's been a lot of different stuff. I speak at conferences all over the country and share my story and my message with people all over the place. But it's everything from therapeutic horseback riding. Something that we have in my town is a lot of space and not a lot of people. Horses need a lot of space, right? So what we have are therapeutic horseback riding organizations. We have lots of space for the horses and the huge barns and the arenas. We have kids with disabilities that come in, and I teach them how to ride horses, and it's really cool. You have kids that come in with autism and lots of different disabilities, and they come in and they ride horses, and it's amazing, you guys. It's incredible. So we have the space for that, and that's something that we've done in my town that we can do because we have the space. We don't have that in Pittsburgh. So it's been everywhere pretty much from the Bronx to DC and everywhere in between. There are butterfly tagging projects. We have a lot of butterflies in rural areas and a lot of people who are good with them and know what to do. And community gardens, and we have a neighborhood-wide tree planting project coming up on Arbor Day, which is next week. I'm looking for it. Why do I do this? It's the same reason we're here today. I was really tired of being told you're just a girl. Science, environmentalism, STEM, not for you. From a really small town. You need money for that. You need to be a guy from a big city to be able to do that. I was tired of it. I didn't want to do it, so I don't. The answer was not okay. The answer was not, yeah, okay, sure, all right. Bye. No. You can go beyond this. Most of you guys, I'm sure, are from Pittsburgh, but even in Pittsburgh, we have a lot of poverty in the city. It doesn't stop kids. Most of you guys are young people and teenagers, not little itty bitty kids. I know the kids playing in the band. You guys were awesome. Are you here? You guys are fantastic. You're amazing. It's really cool that you're here today. But Malala, everybody heard of her? Yeah, she's making a documentary. Did you know that? That's coming up. Moni Davis, Shattering Barriers, won the World Series at the age of 13. I guess you could say she throws like a girl. Kid President, everybody heard of him? He's fantastic. He's educating and entertaining millions at the same time. Alexander Scott raised over $1 million for cancer research before she was 8 years old. I'm a national youth leader with the Jane Goodall Institute, and we have about 35 other youth leaders in high school and college all across the country. They are doing incredible things. Let me guys tell you what. International malaria awareness, prevention, building schools and orphanages, crazy things going on with these kids at the Jane Goodall Institute. Kids have a pretty good track record at this point. You guys are part of that by being here today and setting an example for other young people in Pittsburgh. So, again, it really doesn't matter where you come from. And I can speak from experience on that. I can tell you from experience, knowing for sure, it doesn't matter. We all have limitations, we all have obstacles, we all have things that we have to overcome. There's a lot of poverty in Pittsburgh. It's an industrial city, got a lot of environmental problems we've got to work through and reconcile. There's a lot of problems here. There's a lot of solutions too. Guess whose job it is to find them? It's not for the next generation, guys. It's not for your parents. It's not for your grandparents. It's not for your aunts and uncles, your moms and dads. They're not going to do it. They're going to help you. They've paved the way to get us started. They're not going to do it all. We all have an impact. We all leave a footprint. You guys heard of carbon footprint? Your impact on the environment? We all leave one. We all leave an impact on our neighborhoods too. My neighborhood is really small. Small enough that we're doing a neighborhood-wide tree planting project next weekend, all together. That's how small it is. Me and my brother and sister make an impact on our neighborhood. My brother's at college right now. He's making an impact at his school. We make an impact everywhere we go just by walking down the street. And it really doesn't matter, I really want to say again, it doesn't matter where you come from, what your parents do, what their education is, what your education is, where you're from, who you are, your skin color, your gender, anything. It really doesn't matter. It's not where you come from, it's where you want to go. So what is the solution? Stop. This is a terrible question. Adults always ask this question. What's the solution? What's the answer? What are you going to do? What's the answer? What's the solution to this? There is no solution. There are solutions. There are answers, plural. There's not one. There's not one answer to all of this. Environmentalism and gender issues like Kara talked about. There's not one solution to poverty and education, developing countries, international relations, environmentalism, animals, conservation, resources, energy. How many was that, like 80? You use one solution for all of that? No. There's not one answer to all of this. There are many. So where do we start? Here. Today. Right now. Where you are. In that chair, and that chair, and that chair, and that chair. And behind the cameras. And in the back. And sitting on the tables and on the chairs in the corner. It's here today. By being here, you're starting something. It starts with us. By being here today, we are doing something. And socioenvironmentalism is a term that I really like, and it talks about the people who are really impacted by the environmental issues created by everybody else. So you think about, pharmaceutical companies and industrial plants like here in Pittsburgh, and we have better regulations for them now, but they used to dump their stuff in poor neighborhoods, where there were mostly minorities and people in disadvantaged neighborhoods, underserved communities that were struggling. That's socioenvironmentalism. What's the solution to that? It's not just the environmental aspect, it's not just the social aspect, it's both. So again, it starts with us. Author Lemony Snicket said, if we wait until we are ready, we will be waiting the rest of our lives. We'll be waiting forever. The last generation left us a lot of work. Governor Jay Inslee said, we are the first generation to feel the impact of climate change and the last generation that can do something about it. If you leave it for your kids, it's going to be too late. It's not just climate change. It's not just poverty. It's not just education. It's everything. We have a lot of work to do because there was a lot of work left for us, right? You guys know, there's a lot of stuff that we have to do. But there's a positive to all of this. We're in a really good position to do this, am I right? Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? First of all, the United States is a great place to be for this. We are working to develop people, advance people, and move people forward. Young people, minorities, women, people of all communities, socioeconomic status, everybody. Pittsburgh, my town. Chicago, Sacramento, Washington, D.C., colleges, high schools, elementary schools. Worked with some elementary schoolers a couple weeks ago in New York City. It was amazing. Worked with this girl from Italy. She had all these ideas, and these girls from Saudi Arabia, and it was incredible. Kids are amazing. And they're in the United States now, and they have the resources and the ability to do something now, which is amazing. So at the Jane Goodall Institute Roots and Shoots organization, we have the motto, think globally, start locally. Think about your impact on the whole world. Where does it start? Not in DC, not in Los Angeles, not in New York City, not in even central Pittsburgh. It starts in your house, and your house, and with your friends, and with your school, and your community, and your neighborhood, and then your town, and then your city, then your state, then your country, and then your world. It starts in your backyard, literally. I'm planting trees in my backyard next weekend, guys. That's what I'm doing for Arbor Day. It literally starts in your backyard. So, again, young people have the strongest, most powerful, developing voice for our future. It's your future, guys. You're not going to be able to grow up and avoid this. You live here. You share this planet with me and her and him and her and them and everybody in this room. We all share the planet. We all share our resources. Poverty, education, gender issues, the environment, they're not going to go away. It's our job. It's our future, and it's our planet. And we share it all together. So, silent? No. Voiceless? I don't think so. Insignificant? No. Just a kid? Absolutely. Thank you, guys.